and audience. So I, Anuraag Khaund, along with my co-speaker and fellow Srinath, today stand here to speak for the motion, Ashoka University as an idea is failing. So, it is not an easy task to decide whether an institution is failing or not at such an early stage, given the inherent ability of institutions to adapt itself to circumstances. And also because of the relative unfamiliarness of the speakers. I mean, we just spent 2 months in Ashoka to judge the character of it. As Ashoka is still in its nascent and formative years, it would appear too early to judge its character, given that the idea of the university is reflected in its character. To say that, as an idea, Ashoka University has failed, is to identify something wrong in the journey of the university till date. Failure can also be seen as an instance where the current character of the institution is not in sync with its aspirations. Also, the task of judging Ashoka University is made more difficult in terms of any general private university because of its explicit commitment to social change and its aim towards inculcation of values like critical thinking, experiences of real life challenges, the acknowledgement of multiple perspectives, and so on. Its social commitment makes it as good as any public university in its intentions. And whenever something becomes public, it also becomes political in its values that it upholds in its public character. And anything political cannot be innocent. Hence, when we discuss Ashoka University as an idea, the inevitable question is whose and what kind of idea it is and the way it is functioning. This question can be answered if we assume that there is not much difference between Ashoka as an idea and Ashoka University in reality. If we assume both of them are in sync, it would be reasonable for us to discover the idea of Ashoka University by observing the reality of the campus. To answer this question, we as YFs are just 2 months old in the campus, and UGs here, or the audience here, would have a better understanding of the campus actually. However, from whatever we have observed and noticed, we would like to highlight 2 points while acknowledging that there are also other important aspects like the relative political inertness in the campus in order to put forward our arguments. So the 2 major factors on which we will be arguing are on the question of inclusion, and the other is on pedagogy. But before discussing them, we would like to emphasize that we can only consider such ideas as the idea of university when we are also convinced that we can replicate them elsewhere in the same manner, spirit. As far as inclusion is concerned, we would like to argue based on a survey which we have done informally among the YFs. While appreciating the effort of YIF at achieving gender parity by including around 50% of women in the current batch, yet the question of caste hovers around in terms of representation from various caste groups. As per the results of the aforementioned survey, around 75% of the fellows hail from general category. And among them, around more than 70% of them hail from urban areas. On the other hand, representations from SC and STs just amount to a meager less than 5%, and OBCs, both creamy and non-creamy layer, at around 11%. The numbers itself gives an idea of the argument that financial economic argument, financial economic aid would penetrate caste barriers has failed. On the contrary, the benefits of financial aid are being availed only by students from upper caste, general category, and this in turn has widened the gap between the upper and lower caste students. The situation is such, given the disparities in cultural and social capital of people belonging to various castes. The same can be said for the faculty as well, where professors hail from the lower caste sections are not much. Ashoka University, we feel, has tended to avoid the question of caste by prioritizing merit, but without acknowledging that the question of merit itself is based upon the layer of caste. Another aspect which we wish to bring to light is the question of pedagogy and knowledge creation within Ashoka University. The minimum strength of a YF class comes around 100 fellows, which in turn partly hinders the equality in imparting of education. The strict policy of attendance, highlighting the link between grades and classes attended, affects the liberal character of the university. As a campus claiming to be liberal in nature and inclusive of all perspectives and ideologies, however, the professors in Ashoka appear to come from certain particular ideological positions, while at the same time there is a marked absence of professors hailing from other and opposite ideologies. So to conclude, as we already said, an idea which cannot be emulated at a larger scale can be seen only as an exception, but not as a role model or as an archetypal idea. Hence, if something has to serve as an idea, it has to serve as an idea for a large group of people, else it would be an idea in isolation. Hence, to conclude, we can say Ashoka University as an idea has failed. Thank you.
Sorry, because the time